because it'll never be a never of that again. You get me? It's never gonna be a time where I slip and I all that. No, like, we know how to just, it's fuck coming out there barefoot, all that, you know, it's all that, whatever. That's why I never really gave it an excuse. I just said I failed. You feel me? But my thing is, I know Queen D is gonna eat this up. I told y'all, I'm gonna let her eat it up because she needs it. You feel me? She needs this. Because everybody in their right mind knows that I was slipping in that damn fight. And the heaviest hitter could have been slipping in the fight. And it's still going to look like they got whooped because they was slipping in a fight. Like, period, point blank, I can see if both odds were the same on end. No. And she talking about she was sober. I wasn't. But me drunk fighting don't even matter. I'm not going to lie. I can fight drunk. So I'm not even tripping on that. But me slipping in the fight definitely happened. So that's another reason why bitches didn't want to run it back after that. Okay? Let's really talk about it. All right, because after that, Queen D was up in there acting like her arm was just hurting so bad. Like, please and please. Okay, we're not gonna act like we're not, you know. All right. So for everybody that's speaking on the Bunny Rack shit, y'all, I was not worried about Queen D that much for Bunny Racks to be trying to come fight for Queen. Like, Queen literally just fought me, walked in the room. Bunny was trying to involve herself out the blue, and then she went like, then Queen D. She said who? Queen D was like, nah. And she was like, oh, I'm going to get her. Bitch, when I heard Bunny Racks, I'm like, okay, cool, let me fight her. Mind you, Swag is telling me she really don't want to fight you, Naj. That's what he's saying. I'm like, no, but it's okay. Like, I'll go get my shoes on. But it's just mighty funny how she don't want to fight me like that. But all of a sudden, she want to fight me now. And then now Pressure want to fight her. She don't want to fight Pressure. And then I'm telling them both of y'all come out and run it. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all come out and run it. You feel me? That's all I was trying to say. Like, if Bunny not gonna run Pressure first and then run me, because that's the fair way around, because like, bitch, you just came out the blue after Bunny, like, I've been told you I was gonna smack you. I've been said all these things. So if you wanted to fight for anybody, you should have fought for yourself. Okay? You should have fought for yourself. So I didn't understand why you wanted to fight for Queen D. If Queen D beat me up so bad, y'all, I didn't understand why anybody needed to fight for her. Okay, at the end of the fucking day, there's no way I should have hit the floor still slipping and I didn't get my ass whipped. So at the end of the day, like, y'all gonna eat that up because y'all want me to be a loser. But your heavy hitters can't beat me up. None of these bitches. I don't give a fuck how it goes. Period, point blank. Queen D can't whoop me. I've been like, what the fuck? That bitch asked me to pull up on her and I beat her ass again outside and barely even did, like, you know what I'm saying? Queen D is not somebody you fight with your might. No, you just, you know, you just get at her. Period. Thank you for the roses. But continuing or whatever. Mind you, the Queen D fight, like, I already knew what y'all was gonna do with that. You see how, like, this is how I knew that they were trying to give her something because Queen D has to have something. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? They replayed me slipping 20 times. Like, she needed it, okay? So they showed me slipping 20 times in that fucking episode. And I'm just like, this is just what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? This is what it was needed to have. Like, y'all have to see something where I'm slipping and it looks like I'm losing. Like, that's what y'all have to have. Okay? That's just what y'all have to have. But it's not happening. All right? Like, she can't whip me. I'm sorry that I was slipping and gliding and y'all feel like, oh, yes, Queen D. But like, babe, no. Okay? So, to move forward, Ivory, this is my thing. Like, as a friend, bitch, we was friends at that moment. You're just fake as fuck, bitch. And I see what everybody say about your ass now. Like, I used to defend you because you ain't never came for me like that. And there was always different situations with other bitches, you know, and I felt like I felt you for it. And like, you know, it goes both ways. Like, you hear a situation where, okay, I see why this bitch could be mad. But it's like, bitch, I ain't never did shit to you, bitch. When it's ready to go rock out, bitch, you calling me too. Fuck, I don't hit you up, Ivory. Like, what do you mean? Like, when you hear me go to a show together, you tapping in with me to make sure I got you, like, you know, making sure we locked in. Like, if you don't do that with bitches, you don't fuck with. Flat out, point blank, period. Like, and I'm gonna tell you, I've been so quiet about the Ivory shit because I went to her DM and I let her know how I felt about her and what she said, and she didn't respond to me. Then she told the world what she meant to say, and then when the scene came out, there was nowhere to show Naj picked and choose. You could say anybody else. There was a lot of picking and choosing bitches that night, but it wasn't Naj. So to hear my friend talking about, oh, she didn't want no problem with me, but then, oh, I'm a picker and chooser, this and this and that, and then she's explaining these situations, And in those situations ain't even aligning with nothing. So I'm just like, bitch, like, what is your fucking issue? Like, if you don't like me, bitch, move around. But period point blank, we're not about to do this fake ass shit. Like, this is why I don't be fucking with you bitches. Period point blank. Anybody want to fade about them being fake as fuck? flyniyy too. Y'all bitches. Period point blank. Anybody want to fade about them being fake as fuck? flyniyy too. Y'all bitches is really fake. Like, y'all could do each other any kind of way. Like, y'all bitches talk to each other crazy, fight each other, all that kind of shit. Like, bitch, I so fucking. Like, that shit's wild as fuck to me, gang. And I'm gonna tell y'all right the fuck now. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, like, the more and more I hear her just speaking, like, it's just annoying because it's like, Ivory, you have never had this energy with me. Nigga, we've been cool this whole time. You was just in my DM right before the fucking episode came out. When I told you how I felt to you, I should have got a response respectfully. But I ain't get no response because I feel like bitches know that they wrong as fuck. And the more it comes out, it's just showing the secret animosity and the secret problems that you bitches have always had. Period. I will never fuck with that bitch again. Flat out, because at the end of the fucking day, like, ain't nobody talking shit about her and Renee fight. We all know Ivory can fight. Period point blank. But if we gonna talk about how this bitch is a heavy hitter because Naja was slipping, bitch, Renee's a heavy hitter. Because there was no way Renee and you was fighting like that. Like, period point blank. If we gonna talk about it and nobody was slipping and sliding. You clearly don't like me, my nigga. You could have been told me that. That's why I told her to her DM. Like, you could have been let me know you didn't fuck with me like that or whatever, and I would have been left your ass alone. Because all this other shit, like, nigga, all this faking like you fuck with me and having me fuck with you, and you turn around and do that weird ass shit when nobody did nothing to your ass, it just shows your fucking character. Shows how nobody should be fucking with your ass, period. None of you bitches. Period. So that's my thing. Nobody's walking around talking about how you bitches is picking and choosing, how you bitches is barely winning y'all fades and all that, bitch. Everybody can fade. Everybody gonna get active. Everybody gonna do what the fuck they need to do. But I'm trying to figure out how a bitch that's supposed to be my homegirl was my homegirl and sitting here making these little remarks. Like, what? You just looking for a problem at this point, babe, because ain't no motherfucking way you just talking about your homegirl like that. Period. Nobody's on the net talking about what Renee did with you. Nobody's talking about how Renee hung in with you. They're talking about it, but what the fuck I look like going in the motherfucking thing talking about something. I ain't gonna lie, like, y'all gonna stop sleeping on Renee. Y'all ain't gonna play with her. She's a heavy hitter now. Yeah. Y'all just ain't gonna rag on her. Like, I never gave scary to none of y'all. Just because I'm cool, just because y'all ain't never gave me that energy before, don't mean we have to be like that, my nigga. But, like, I ain't never been disrespected by these bitches for real for me to even have to think like that. I'm gonna expect this. I never even knew. I never even thought I was gonna be looking forward to her in the confessional. Yeah, Queen, Bunny, and them. Yeah, but my homegirl, Ivory. The same bitch that I was rocking out for, the same bitch that claimed she would have rocked out for me, the same bitch that hit me up before we go to any of these shows to make sure if I'm coming or not, just to make sure she ain't there by herself with these damn bitches. Like, just straight up, it just was weird as fuck to me. Period point blank. And like, the more I see it is the more I don't fuck with people no more. Straight the fuck up. flyniyy, the reason why I had a problem with flyniyy was because flyniyy had got into it with, I think Pharaoh, I forgot what it was, my nigga. They got into it with Pharaoh, right? And she started popping and talking about me and Kai, anybody on his team can run that for him or whatever. Now, we didn't hear that. I didn't hear that at all. Mind you, my nigga Solo, when everything started going crazy, it was when everybody was fighting shit that same night when I had said something about flyniyy, that night he told me straight up that flyniyy had called me out or whatever and called me and Kai out. And I'm like, what? So that's why you hear me in the hallway talking about flyniyy, what's up, you got an issue with me? Like, and she was like, do you got an issue? Like, whatever. And I'm like, bitch, what you mean? They said